Pairwise comparison voting is the condensed method or method of pairwise counting for each possible pair of candidate. One pairwise count indicates how many voters prefer one of paired candidates over other candidate, and another pairwise count indicates how many voters have opposite preference. Good day everyone. By the way, my name is Raven F. Palmahel. Today I will discuss my topic is all about pairwise and comparison voting. Today I am tasked to expand our topic regarding pairwise and comparison voting. According to my research, pairwise comparison voting is the process of the comparing candidates in pairs to judge which of each candidates is matched head to head, one-on-one with each of the other candidate. Each candidate get 1 point for a one-on-one win and half a point for a tie. The candidate with the most total points is the winner. The prize is sometimes represented by the development of a pairwise comparison voting. Candidates are paired or match head to head or in a one-on-one practice in which we call round robin. So each candidate or entity we need to get the most total points to win. Furthermore, is determined by the formula times n times quantity n minus 1 divided by 2. In order to show the illustration of pairwise comparison voting, you're going to make a pairwise matrix. Comparison can be used scientific studies, voting system, public choice, and requirement engineering. A voting system that will always elect a coordinate winner. If there is a one, this is not a candidate whom voters prefer each candidate. When he compared to the them of what at the one time, that candidate can be found if they exist. See next paragraph. By the checking of there is a candidate who will beat all other candidates. This can be done by using Copeland method, and then checking is the Copeland winner has the highest possible Copeland score. They can also be found by conducting a series of pairwise comparisons using a producer given by the Robert rules of order described above. For n candidates, this is require n minus 1 pairwise hypothetical election. For example, 5 with the 5 candidates, there are four pairwise comparison to be made. Since each comparison a candidate eliminated and after 4 elimination only one of original 5 candidates will remain. To confirm that is the Condorcet winner exists in given election. For the Robert rules of order procedure, declare the final remaining candidate and the procedure winner and then to do an almost additional n negative 2 pairwise comparison voting between the procedures winner and any candidates they haven't been compared against yet, including all previously eliminated candidates. If there's procedure doesn't win all pairs matchups, then to Condorcet winner exists in the election, and thus the Smith offset multiple candidates in a note that computing all pairwise comparison requires negative 1/2 n times quantity n minus 1 compares comparison for n candidates for 10 candidates. This is means 0.510 equals 45 comparison, which make election with many candidates hard to count for votes. Every couple year ago, so voters go to the polls to cast the ballots for their choice for mayor, governor, senator, president, etc. The election official account the ballots and declare a winner. But how to how to do election official determine who will winner? If there are only two candidates, then there is no problem figuring out the winner. The candidates with more than 30% of votes wins his no the majority, so the candidate with the majority of the votes is the winner. But what happened in our three candidates and no one received the majority? That depends on you leave some places decide that the person with the most votes wins, even if they have a majority. There are a problem with this, in that someone called be like the by the 30% of the people, but it is disliked by the 65% of people. So you you have you have winner, but the majority doesn't like other place conduct runoff election where the top of two candidates have a run again, and then the winner is chosen from the runoff election. There is a problem with his method. First, it is costly for candidate and the election office to hold a second election. Second is the don't know if you have the same vibes, same votes voting in the second election, and so the preference of voters in the first election may not taken into account. So what can be done to have a better election that has like by the more voters yet doesn't require a runoff election? A ballot method mean that can fix this problem is known as a preference ballot. The method of pairwise comparison. The next presents of one version of the method pairwise comparison. We present a different one here of just keep on your toes. The method of pairwise comparison like a round robin tournament for each pair of candidates. There are the C times quantity and that two of them. We calculate the many voters prepare each candidate of pair whom most voters prepare awarded and 1 point or of the loser of 0 points. If there is a tie, each candidate get 1/2 a point of candidate of the most points wins. As the average of this method is scientific conjugate criterion which of all violate on the other hand. Let's see what happened for a math and city club election. Number of voters. Number of voters 14, 10, 8, 14. And 1. This is my example. First choice A, C, B, C. Second choice B, B, C, D, D. And third choice in C, D, B, D, C, D, B, C. And fourth choice D, E, E. Calculate that. In A versus B, with refers A and 24 prefers B, so B get 1 point. In A versus C, 14 to 23, C wins. In A versus D, 14 to 23, D wins. In B versus C, in 18 to 19, C wins. In B versus D, 28 to 9, B wins. In C versus D, 25 to 12, C wins. The final score is 0 for A, 2 for B, 3 for C, and 1 for D. The problem independence, irrelevant alternatives, and ability to produce winner in the following election. The number of voters. This is my example of number 2. 5 3 5 3 2 4. Number first choice A C D D B. Second choice B D E C C A. Third choice A C B D B B A. And fourth choice D C A C. Fifth choice E A B E D. But who wins if A and D drop out race? The number of voters 10 12, and so the result is dependent on whether and which losing candidates on an area and race to the following principle of validity. Independence rule by alternatives. If candidate X wins election, and then one more other candidates removed, but otherwise no votes and changes, and X about still win the election. That's all my topic. I hope you learned something, and stay safe, and God bless everyone. Bye. Pairwise comparison generally is any process of comparing entitles of pairs judge which of each entity prepared has a greater amount of quantitative properly, or whether or not entities are identical. By psychology, literature is often referred to as a paired comparison.